What's up, guys? I'm Caleb with Baker Overland. In this collaboration video, we wanted to talk about ways that we make summer camping more enjoyable, as I'm literally swarmed by freaking horseflies. In Arkansas, it gets super hot in the summer, and I know a lot of people pack up their rigs and like just don't go. They store it, they put their stuff away, they don't go in the summers. I'm a weirdo. I like to go year round, and because of that, I've kind of found a few little tips and tricks and things that make it more doable for me. And so I want to share that with you guys. But I also have some buddies. Some of them are here at camp with me right now, and some of them don't even live in Arkansas, but they have contributed to this collaboration. So I'm going to start it. First things first, this right here. Camp by water. If you can be close to a water source that you can get in and swim and cool off, like we spent the last couple hours just literally sitting down in the Mulberry River here, and that makes a huge difference. During the hot parts of the day, if you do that, that makes it so much better. And then when the sun starts to set, as you can see is going on right now you can get back and hang out at camp, and it's not so terrible. That's the first tip. Second tip is a tad bougie, I'm not gonna lie. There are definitely cheaper ways to do this. But one way that you can make a really big difference is by using something like a Zero Breeze. Now, it doesn't have to be this unit. I know guys that use generators and window units. I know guys that use powered fans. But obviously, if you can blow cold air on you while you're sleeping, I think that that's probably the biggest thing to me, is being cool when you are trying to sleep. That's when I hate being hot and sweaty like this the most. I can stand it during the day, but man, when you're just trying to go to sleep, that can be rough if you're not used to that. So getting a little air conditioning unit or fan makes a huge difference. Let me show you how I've set this one up right here. So I use this access gate. I've showed this in a video that I've done before, but I use this access gate by extrusion kind of as a shelf, and then put the unit up on top, and then I just vent that directly into the tent. The power for this is right down here, and I'm able to blow the cool air to the tent. That makes a big difference. So I think those are the two things that make the biggest difference for me. It's gonna be water and AC. Next up, I want to hear from my buddy Will with a cool channel called Venture to Roam. Will's a great guy, and he has some great tips for us. Let's check out what Will has to say.
Hi, I'm Will from Venture to Roam, and I'm super excited to be part of this collab because Caleb basically makes the videos that I want to make when I grow up. So it's pretty cool to be in one of his videos because I think his videos are probably the best ones that are out there. But don't tell him I said that. That's just between you and me. But let's talk about why I'm on this video, which is how to stay cool when it's really hot outside. If you are determined to go out and you've decided you're not gonna stay in your house anymore and enjoy an air-conditioned environment, then here are the three things that I would say you should think about. So, number one, travel when it's hot. So if you can, figure out what's the hottest part of the day and be traveling in your car, overlanding in your rig or whatever it is during that part of the day. So you're not like out camping when it's 112 degrees outside. You're in an air-conditioned car and you're setting up camp when it's a little bit cooler. So that might mean sleeping in, staying at camp longer, getting to camp a little bit later, even in the evening when the sun's going down. But that will help you not like suffer quite so much in the heat. The second thing is to find water and get in it early and often. So I was just on the Rubicon Trail. It was super hot and sunny. The granite of the Sierra Mountains basically just soaks up the heat and projects it back in your face all day. And we just stopped on the Rubicon and jumped in a lake. We got overheated and we were like, let's go for a swim. And I'm telling you, it probably gives you 2 or 3 hours of feeling refreshed, feeling cool. It gets your body temperature down. And so if you're out there in a really hot area, find water and get in it early and often. The third thing is bring an extra refrigerator with you and put all your water and all your drinks in it. So Kate and I did this when we were traveling through Nevada. We were in the desert, it was super hot, and there was really no water to jump in. There was really no way to stay out of the heat. So what we did is we made sure that every time we were drinking water or a soda or something, it was ice cold. And so we just brought a smaller refrigerator with us and made sure that everything in there was super, super cold. And it really helps because it warms you up from the inside out. So those are my 3 tips on staying cool when it's hot out there. Thanks again, Caleb, for having me on this collab. See you next time.
Awesome tips. Thanks, Will. I really appreciate you being part of this collaboration. Next up, I want to go over to a guy that's actually here, suffering in this heat with me right now, Mr. Jacob Biddle with Eagles Overlanding. Jacob, what tip do you got for us? How do you make summer camping more enjoyable?
Let me think about it. You don't.
Great tip, Jacob. I really appreciate you. All right, next we're going to pitch over my buddy Fletch from All Things Overland. Fletch has got some great tips for us. I appreciate him being part of this collab. What you got, Fletch?
Hey there, my name is Fletch, and I have a YouTube channel called All Things Overlanding, so thanks to Caleb for having me on this collab. But I'm coming in hot, pun intended, with 2, not just 1, 2 hacks for summer camping. So again, I wanted to walk you through these couple of quick hacks, small, inexpensive products. There's no reason to go out and buy, you know, a big Zero Breeze for $1,500 or anything like that just to deal with summer temps. Because a lot of the times, if you're like me, we're on the trails during the day, and if you have AC in your vehicle, you can be running the AC and you can be relatively comfortable. But where you really suffer in the summer is nighttime sleeping. So the couple of products that I've got, I'm gonna start with number 1, is this little turbo fan. This thing is awesome. It is basically a rechargeable all-in-one unit. It's got a built-in 5,000 milliamp hour battery to it. It's got one single button right here on the front of it, right there. You hit that, and in the middle here, you're gonna see the display turn on. So that green bar shows you your power that you got in the fan, and then you've got 5 levels of speed. So right now it's on 1, which is the lowest. Tap it again, it goes to 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, this thing does move a lot of air. So this thing is a game changer. The other thing that I like about it is it's got a couple of little attachment points here on the side so that you can hang this from a lanyard, and then this head is adjustable. So, you know, if you hung this from a lanyard on the front of yourself, you could, you know, aim this thing up at your face so that it's blowing right on your face, and it is wearable. But what I use it for most of the time is I will set it beside me in my tent, and I will angle this towards me, and I will turn it on, and I will just leave it sitting right there, just blowing cool air on my face or whatever at night so that I sleep more comfortably. Now, the other thing is similar, but it's different form factor. So this thing is from a company called Handfun, which I also enjoy and find hilarious. But it is basically a wearable fan. Now, this has an impeller here that's going to suck the air in, and then on top is where it's going to exhaust the air from that. So it does blow air out the top here. But what you do is you actually clip this to your belt like this, like that, and then you can clip your shirt into these front clips like this. Now, if it was on my pants buckle, it would work a little bit better, but then you hit this button on the front. And this one has 3 levels, but it will actually blow air up into your shirt. So it's, again, it's wearable. It keeps your shirt from blocking the impeller fan, and then it will blow the air straight up into your shirt to keep you cool during the day. So I've used this sitting around fires at night and stuff like that. So if you're camping and sitting around a fire, something like this is a good option. So again, those 2 fans are kind of my hacks for summer hot weather camping. I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, I hope you come check out my channel. I'm sure that Caleb will put a link in the description down below, as well as links to both these fans. So hope that was helpful.
Thanks, Fletch. Great tips. Definitely going to be using some of those. Appreciate you sending that over. Okay, next, I want to jump to another guy that is here suffering in this heat with us right now. Not only that, he's actually literally standing in a fire. Mr. Will Hendricks. Will, how do you make summer camping more enjoyable?
If at all possible, don't cook over an open fire.
Good tip. Don't stand in fire, you know. So we got a brainiac with us. I'm starting to find a trend. I'm starting to find a trend here, and it's that the guys that are here camping have really bad tips for you. One thing that is also really a no-brainer, and honestly, most of these things are kind of no-brainers. When you think about how you make camping when you're hot, what do you think? You think air movement, staying cool in water, staying hydrated, and that is why I'm gonna talk about this right here. This is a Scepter water jerry, the little Lone Rock water pump, and I love this thing. I use it all the time. You can flip this wand around like this, and then turn the pump on. So a good way to stay hydrated. They're also great for cleaning your hands or whatever. Keeping plenty of water. I like to assume a gallon a day. If you shoot for a gallon a day of drinking water, you'll always have enough, plenty. You won't be trying to conserve. And when you're hot, you need to drink more water anyway. So gallon a day of water. And if you can keep it cold, so I keep 5 gallons on the back of the truck, but also obviously bring bottles of water. And if you can keep that cold in a cooler or fridge, that makes a ton of difference. Another tip, consider ditching the sleeping bag. So a lot of our sleeping bags are insulated. They're made to keep us, you know, warm when it's cool. I like to bring just a bed sheet and a blanket, and oftentimes don't put those over me, just having them in the tent with me. And even sometimes if you're sleeping on top of your sleeping bag and you're not in it, because of the insulation qualities of those, that can reflect a lot of body heat back up to you. So just bring like a comforter from home or even a bed sheet, and leave the sleeping bag for winter camping. Back in the AC, awesome trip, super fun. I appreciate you guys watching this one, and hopefully it was helpful. For the items that were mentioned in this video, I've put links down in the description below. You can check those out. Also, for the channels that joined the collaboration, I've put links down below to their stuff. Make sure you're subscribed to them if you are not already. You know, the reason that I did this video is I just want to encourage you guys to get out more and enjoy all the seasons. You know, when we limit ourselves just to fall camping or just to spring camping, you really miss out. And I can speak from firsthand experience that the Ozarks, each season is like a completely different world. You get to see and experience so much. And I know some are more comfortable than others, but if you can make little adjustments to make it more appealing to get out there, I definitely think you won't regret it. And let's be real, a tad bit of discomfort every now and then, it's good for us. It's good for us. Makes you appreciate what you have, makes you more grateful. So get out there and enjoy it. Thank you to all of our members who support the channel. Put your name right over here. If you are not a member and you would like to become a member, you can click that join button right here on YouTube. Now, we're almost through the summer, so you may already be starting to think and prepare for winter camping. I did another collaboration video on winter camping tips and tricks, and if you would like to watch that video, you can click this video right here. Or for just some general items under $100 that we really like, you can watch this collaboration video right here. But more importantly, remember, the more you camp, the less deer the aliens abduct.